Hi, this is Walt Begley. I'm President and COO of Reno Contracting, and this is our 20th year in business as Reno, and we are celebrating. We have had the opportunity over these 20 years to work with some great people, great clients, architects, consultants, and we've done over a $1.77 billion worth of construction. The story starts in Escondido. 1989, Matt Reno buys in to a partnership with Pete Miniger and MQ Construction. Chris Heim is there, Steve Hahn is there. I'm hired the next month. The first project we do is Fornaca Family Bakery. This is up in Escondido, and we do this with Frank Fornaca and his brother Ron and the Fornaca family, and Tim Bunch was the architect. Then over to Carlsbad, we had a great opportunity to meet Alan and Colleen Blackmore and the Blackmore Company when we were successful on the Cobra Golf project. That started a relationship that would go the next 25 years. But times have changed and the partnership dissolved up with MQ, and we put our office down in the Brady Company in La Mesa, California, and Reno Contracting was born. It was an exciting time, and we still think the world of the Brady Company. They're a great company. We do a lot of work with them. Then we went up to Temecula, and we met Steve Black, Richard Allen, and did the first Federal Express project. That was a great project. We got to do many more. Mickey Novak at Innovative Time gave us an opportunity. This was brought to us by Gordon Carrier Johnson, and that was a great project to do. And then let's see. Steve Black and Jim Edwards and the Allen Group gave us our first big office building, and that was the Intuit project. Those early years, 93 to 96, was very difficult times, yet our growth was solid and strong, and it was a great way to start our business off. Then we arrived at Sequence Drive, or Reno Row, like we like to call it, and with the Allen Group again, we did Industrial Computer Source there, that was Carrier Johnson, and then Applied Microcircuit Corporation, and I think both of those were with Pacific Cornerstone. And then we had the Pacific Bell building. We did this 2,000 foot of street and all the site improvements, and the Sereno Valley area there, we did a lot of work. Next, we came up and did a project for Cardinal Health. It was called Pixis. We did this with Pacific Cornerstone Architects. And then back up to Carlsbad and the Blackmore Company. They always do lovely buildings, and this was no exception, Links Golf. And then we were introduced to Viasat by Rich Simons, and continued to work with Viasat, and particularly like their basketball court with their name on it. That's quite a good company when you have that going on. And then over to DIDT with the Blackmore Company. This was a high-tech electronics lab that we did with the Blackmores. And then over to Kelly Corporate Center, Harf Philic and the Allen Group. And then we took a trip up to Calabasas, California, with Langdon Wilson Architects. Bob Sutton was the architect, one of the best architects that we've worked with, and really good engineer. Now we're back to Del Mar, and this is at 56, and it's the Kilroy Center Del Mar. 500,000 square foot of office, 500,000 square foot of parking structure, more or less, big numbers. But this was a great project. And that was kind of at the end of our building years. You can see we got up to $127 million, and that was in the year 2000. Next, we come on down and we did a project with Kip Howard and Kilroy, and it was called LPL. Carrier Johnson was the architect, and Barry Parker was our contact there, and still to this day, one of the finest guys we got to work with. Then back up to Carlsbad, the Blackmore Company. We did Lot 105. We did, I think it was called Printable.com. We worked with nonstop in Carlsbad for probably 18 years. In this, we had the opportunity to meet Troy Gardner, who was with Invitrogen. Troy Gardner and Invitrogen and Colleen Blackmore and the Blackmore Company in Reno got to do, I don't know, probably 3, 4, 5, 6 projects together. It was a really good time. We had a great team formed and love to do that again. Then we met a fellow by the name of Mr. Jack Raymond. Really nice man. Gave us the opportunity to do 2 really nice buildings for him up along the Highway 15 before you get into Escondido. And then Sabre Springs along the freeway. First phase was the first man lift that my son got to go up on, and first job site he got to fall down on. And the last phase was the first silver shell and core in San Diego County, LEED accredited. This project we did in a little under 12 months. That's a lot of tilt-up, only because of a fellow by the name of Bob Kablitsky and H&K Concrete. American Mobile Nurses was a 6-story building, parking structure behind. That was a great project. Paseo Del Mar. This is on Del Mar Heights Road with Cruzan Monroe. Another really nice project. And then San Diego County Credit Union. We have done quite a few financial institutions, a couple for Torrey Pines Bank, which is our bank. This was a ground up we got to do with Ann Sneed. They've been a wonderful bank to work with. Now you can see the times are changing. Ups and downs, .com implosion, 9/11, and we started to go into some of our larger projects. Here we're up in the Rancho Bernardo area, Innovation Corporate Center. This is Avenida de Science, I think. These projects were all tilt-up construction. Carmel Mountain Corporate Center, Carmel Mountain Tech Center. Next, we come up to Temecula and the Ridge Park project. Mascari Warner were the architects, and this is still one of the nicest buildings we have ever done. It was awarded Excellence in Construction by the ABC and AGC. Brady Company did a tremendous job on it. Again with the Allen Group and Harv Phillick, Kelly Corporate Phase 2, Phase 3, I think we're going to go down to a project that was called Biotech, and this was with Deloy, Wilkes, Rodriguez, and Barker, and this was FDA validated space in 4 different buildings. It was another really good project. Diamante, the Allen Group, a little diamond, a little gem. That was with Daryl Fulbright and Brian Paul. And this is the home, the new home of the Intuit Corporation, architects Hannah Gabriel Wells. Beautiful facility. And then down to probably our most prestigious project, which was Diamond View Tower in the right field of the ballpark. Another award-winning project with Steve Black of Sistera and then Gordon Carrier Johnson's. Got to watch a lot of good baseball. Scripps Clinic up in Rancho Bernardo was a 6-story clinic, and it was right next door to Northrop Grumman. And that's a plane actually on a tower, and we got to do that. And I think we probably did 5 or 6 jobs with Northrop. They were a very good client to work with. Genoptics, this was an award-winning project by Smith Consulting Architects. Illumina we did with Ferguson Pape, Baldwin Architects, and Biomed Realty. This was with the Sudbury Properties, Terraces at Copley Point, Silver LEED. I think it was 2008. We were 64th in the nation for green projects put in place, certified projects. And ResMed, $89 million facility. That was phase 1. We're raring to do phase 2. I can guarantee you that. And then the Marriott Residence Inn, a 13-story hotel with a swimming pool on the roof. Boom time. You can see we had 3 years of over 200 million. There was a 4-year period we did $750 million worth of work. But then came the free fall. The marketplace changed. We did some work with Stephen Shotwell at Kaiser Permanente. We would like to do some more work with Kaiser. They were a very good client for us. Made impact again with the Sudbury properties, and phase 2 is actually scheduled to start warming up here before too long. That was Hannah Gabriel Wells. We did some military work at Camp Pendleton and then over in Yuma. And we got involved in solar. Reno ESP, Efficient Sustainable Practices, was born out of the downturn in the economy. We focused on energy efficiency, alternative energy. Solar came out of that. And today, 30%, 35% of our revenue is in solar energy, be it a rooftop mount, such as you see here. There's a ground mount that's just directly on the ground, or a canopy that you can park under and you get some shade, very nice shade structure. We did it for the city of Huntington Beach. You're looking at the Civic Center here. Of course, that was operational the full time that we worked. During this time, we did the East Mesa Detention Center. We did work up at Edwards Air Force Base. We also opened up a multifamily division within the company, a joint venture group. Envision Solar, these are some of the nicest canopy arrays because they're on a single column and they track in every direction. This is Yuma. The Marine Corps base there. And down at the Marriott, we did a lot of work at that Marriott, the one over in Coronado, and we're getting ready to do some work at the Manchester Grand Hyatt. Then up in Riverview, which is in San Jose, $42 million joint venture project for multifamily with Patrick Coyle and Coyle Residential, Bernie Truax and the Truax building in Temecula, right along the freeway. And then Savita, the latest and greatest with the Sudburys, which is an $87 million project right here in Mission Valley. Thanks for joining us on the tour. Hope to see you around. Bye.